Welcome in to today's live stream. It is Thursday, which means today we will be raiding a Telegram group that you guys decided to raid in order to express our love for decentralized science. We have several things to go over today. Today at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the non-farm payroll numbers came out, as well as Molecule having two new IPT fundraising efforts going on, so potentials to get into some scientific research at a very early stage of the funding round, and an announcement from VitaDAO that I wanted to go over that shows the progression of decentralized science. I'm taking off these headphones so that I know how loud I am being, because it's very different when you have these on your head. You cannot hear yourself appropriately. Now, what is the current state of crypto and decentralized science? Well, it is down. No surprise there. Everything appears to be down consistently. Send everything to zero with haste, please. Good morning, Sawyer. Happy to have you here. Appreciate you joining at an appropriate 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, currently, CryoDAO is up 13% on the day. It is one of the only DeSci tokens that is up. HairDAO is up 4.5%, Data Lake 2.5%, and Galeon 0.4%. Now, someone was asking about Data Lake in the Discord earlier today, right before live, actually. iPad Kid, so if you are here, we will go over Data Lake as well and the new layer 1 that they created on top of everything else that we're going over today. So first up, I wanted to briefly go into Molecule's funding rounds here. Just talk about the two funding rounds that they have initiated. You have 6 months to get into them if you want to. They both are trying to raise roughly $250,000 for the funding. And it's kind of unique because they go through and explain what it is, what the problem is, their solution, the commercialization potential, so how they're actually going to make some money. And the total project plan is to raise $200,000. They give you a cost breakdown. And then, of course, the little chart down here, which showcases to you a pump.fun-esque bonding curve for the IPT, the IP token. These are tradable tokens. One Ethereum gets you about 10,000 IPTs right now, which is unique because if you come to the Brain Accelerator, and you come down, 1 ETH gets you 47,000 IPTs. And that is because the valuations are different already. The value that you get at these different IPTs, I mean, they're completely different products. They're completely different projects, but the initial funding is very similar. So if you were to get in with 1 Ethereum here, you get around 10,000, or what was it? Around 50,000 IPTs. And currently on this one, because they've already raised 24 Ethereum, you would only get 10,000 IPTs for this project. So something interesting to pay attention to. The first and only one that is successfully raised so far is this TransFidelity for protein stability. I did a video on it not too long ago and posted it on my own page. Let's see if we can scroll down. It's here on YouTube as well, but also on X. I forget exactly where I posted it, right here. So August 29th, I posted it. I think it was the day they closed or the day after they closed it. And they were able to successfully raise the $250,000. And here is that bonding curve, basically. You can withdraw. So if you were to get in and get those 50,000 IPTs tokens that we talked about, right? Let's say you put 1 Ethereum into this one, the Brain Acceleration. Now definitely do your research and look into it a little bit and make sure it makes sense. But let's say they were to raise all 61 Ethereum required, you could likely sell out for your Ethereum back and still have tokens left. So it's a unique little method they have going on here. It's basically the pump.fun, but for decentralized science. Now, it's important to me that you guys go join the Telegram that we're raiding. We're going to raid at 12:30, so make sure you spread it out in Discord and put it in the Telegram again, and go tweet it out if you want to get more people to help raid with us. Last week's raid was a huge success. We got someone to go buy Research Coin, which was kind of funny to see it work out like that. But the idea is we're just going to go organically talk about decentralized science and the projects involved in DeSci over in Beyond the Headlines. Now, I put a link to the Telegram chat in the description of this video, so as you go down to click on that and join the Telegram, make sure that you like the video. You're going to be right there. Your mouse is going to be so easy to just click on that button, and it helps out so much. It helps out so much. We are chilling at 5 concurrent viewers, which is amazing. This is going to be a good, exciting raid. Let's continue to expand. continue to expand. This is how we're going to get DeSci to go up. I'm just saying. Just saying. Now, one of the other things I want to showcase to you guys, okay, this is the same. So what Molecule is doing here is funding early stage research, all right? That's what all of the DAOs do, okay? But the DAOs keep all of the IP NFTs that are created, or at least a majority of them, right? The DAOs get to keep that equity because the IP NFT is low-key equity. It's not exactly equity, but it's kind of equity. So it's not actually equity if any SEC agents are watching, but it functions similarly. It's an IPT. You're getting ownership in the intellectual property, but whatever. VitaDAO here, back in March 28th, they funded and received actual equity into HDAX Therapeutics. They put $50,000 into it. I don't know the details of the equity deal. Maybe we can see it on the snapshot for VitaDAO. But what's important here, well, let's look at this for a second. Because they constantly have deal flow. I think they got rid of it. No, here it is. Oh. Preclinical stage discovery company targeting class of proteins, implications in neuropathies, and inflammation with novel small molecules having potentially superior drug properties. This proposal is based on the supporting document provided by HDAX Therapeutics. Deal flow, simple summary. I'm looking for numbers. Up to date, they have won several startup competitions, raised $340,000, and patented the chemical composition of their lead compound. I'm just skimming to see if we can figure out how much equity they got, because that would be a key. Oh, here we go. $50,000. Goal 2 is $200,000 financing. Essentially, the important part here, okay, the part that I wanted to highlight to you guys is that just here today, they closed out their seed round, which was oversubscribed by by a lot actually. I think their goal was 2 million, that said, and they raised 3.2 million. So this company, which VitaDAO put $50,000 into back in March, has just closed a round worth $3.2 million. Now that means the company's likely valued somewhere, I would assume this is probably like 5 to 10%, so anywhere from 30 to $60 million for the company. So it's very exciting to see this, what Catalyst is doing on a small scale, play out with VitaDAO over the span of 6 months. I don't know what the rate of return is for this, and I'm sure we could figure it out because I think they have put together little documents and everything to showcase it to everyone. But it's just a little confirmation of that loop, right? That virtuous loop of funding research and then making companies, getting investments, and having potential drug therapies be created. So very exciting. Very exciting. Shout out VitaDAO. Shout out Molecule. I have contributed to these as I am very curious after watching the first one go through and watching people make a lot of money on a small amount of money. I partook in both of them. 2 new projects are live on Catalyst, ready for funding. Here's a sneak peek. Very interesting. Now, I do want to talk about the state of the market and the jobs report that just came out. So the stock market today has been selling off pretty aggressively. I mean, the Nasdaq's down 0.33%, so it's not the worst day, right? That's honestly not that bad, but it has been selling off since pre-market. It just went straight down basically. And that has a lot to do with this data that came out this morning, the non-farm employment change. So the forecast was 144,000 employment change, non-farm employment change. It actually came in at 99K. The previous was 111K. Essentially, this is just showing a slowdown in the markets, right? So they even had to revise down the previous monthly report. So in July, they reported 122K, and they actually had to revise that down to 111K. The forecast for this month was 144, and it only came in at 99K. So things are just like that happens frequently, but it's not a good look compared to all the other data that we just saw from a couple weeks ago, like over the last month or so. The data has just been consistently coming in weak, and they've consistently had to revise down everything. And I know you guys are seeing it. I know that you guys understand what is happening here. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's just data, right? It's just data. So the national employment rate is a measure of the monthly change in non-farm private employment based on the payroll data of approximately 400,000 business clients. The release 2 days ahead of government data is a good predictor of the government's non-farm payroll report. The change in this indicator can be very volatile, right? It's a month-over-month thing, so it's going to be an extremely volatile thing. But it sounds like in a couple days we'll get the actual data for the whole country, not just the private places. So I would pay close attention. Back over here to the yield curve, we are still patiently awaiting for the yield curve to uninvert. Now, the yield curve will be forced to uninvert when they cut rates in 2 weeks, but it will likely, as you're already seeing it here over the last 30 days, it will likely uninvert in anticipation of the rate cut. So pay close attention to this. Remember, the yield curve uninverting historically has been a sign that we have 6 months until the stock market crashes dramatically. Whenever the yield curve uninverts historically, we go into recession about 6 months later. We go on let me say a recession is announced roughly 6 months later because we'll already have been in the recession. They just announce it after it's clear as day. Now, hopefully everyone is enjoying themselves this fine Thursday. Let me take a sip of water. Bringing our focus back into the actual state of the markets, I think it is a fun thing to come check out some of these charts of large scale coins. And you guys can feel free to shout out different projects or different cryptos that we want to do some technical analysis on. We have about 15 minutes before we go conduct that raid. So go get your waters, go make sure you're signed into that Telegram, and make sure everything is smooth on your end to be able to partake, because it is kind of fun. It's funny watching people's reaction. And I think before we do any of that, let's go check actually the current activity. So people are in here talking marginally. Wait, are they? Oh no, I'm not all the way updated. So there's a couple people chatting in general. Nobody's really talking in politics. It's crazy. There's 12,000 people in here. Rossley. But we'll come in and we'll just start activating everything. We'll just come in and activate everything. As far as Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin does not look good, guys. Nothing's really changing from any of the stuff that we've been talking about. Like, I'm sure you're getting the same echoed POV over and over and over again for people from across the entire crypto market. Why won't this show? There we go. On the daily, Bitcoin is below all of the moving averages, and the 200-day moving average here, this red line, we just got rejected from it on this last pump that didn't quite come up to the top of that channel. Remember the top of the channel that we talked about over here? And finally, it's on this chart. So that is very bearish. I'm not gonna lie. This entire setup is looking extremely bearish. It looks like the RSI is continuing to make lower highs. The actual crypto, like Bitcoin itself is actually making lower highs. And I know we're at this support line that I drew like almost a year ago, but honestly, I don't think it matters. Everything right now is screaming a bearish capitulation coming in, like a large scale drop. And I think this last wick down to 49K kind of set the pavement for us to come down and test the mid to low 40s. So I would not be that surprised if over the next, basically September, we come down and test either the lows here, or God forbid we come down and test this trend line that Dawn Digital had me draw on the chart. Let me rearrange it a little bit to just more accurately fit the data there. But it does not look good. I would not be surprised at all to see us come down and test the $45,000 range on Bitcoin. As far as Ethereum is still in play, coming down to test the support down here. Is that the log chart? I believe so. No. Is it? No, it's not. Now it's the log chart. I like making everything look dramatic. I know I should be on the log chart always, but honestly, it doesn't change too much. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for that. I know it's a stupid mistake, like a very rookie-esque thing, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out why I drew a blue line crossing through just randomness on the chart, but it's because I drew it on the log chart. So that is something I would pay closer attention to, is that blue line now. Thank you. Thank you for asking that. That is where I think I was like, yeah, disregard what I had said. I still do think that low-key $45,000 is not the worst, like is on the table aggressively, but I can panic a lot less now seeing that we're probably just going to come down to the low 50,000s, not the mid 40s. God damn. Rip. As far as Ethereum, again, nothing, like, truthfully, it changes a little bit, but not all that much. Like, we're still going to continue to bleed for this month. September's not going to be a fun month for people. Solana looking cheap as hell, but we are spending more time down at this lower band than we have in the past for Solana. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down to the low 100s, although I can bet you a lot of people are leveraging up for longs on Solana right here, as it is expected to probably come back to the top of the range, which is like a 40% gain. I did just see Apollo Algo post something about it, and they're usually pretty accurate with their trading predictions. Jupiter swap, still just chilling. Dynex, RIP. No, not actually RIP, but I've not been on the log chart in a minute. I gotta redraw all these trend lines. Kaspa is currently breaking below its 200-day moving average, so we'll see what happens. It did back here as well, and I think it's just low-key showcasing that most of the crazy gains to come with Kaspa are in the past now, right? This looks a lot like Bitcoin, just on a smaller time frame. The regression channels and everything, it's a much smaller time frame starting back in October of 2022, but this is low-key exactly what Bitcoin looks like. I would expect this to really slow down here. Maybe we put back in some all-time highs, but I don't think that we'll see Kaspa shoot up like some people are expecting. Like $1 seems kind of aggressive. BitTensor, nothing to say. ICP, nothing to say. And TARS AI. TARS AI is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of those ones that I just think has got a lot of potential coming forward with it. It's like a $14 million market cap, so all price expectations are on the table. That chart is epic. I know. Kaspa's chart looks gorgeous. Oh, TARS, you're saying? TARS, I think is a solid play. It's on Solana, a $14 million market cap. It's holding up super strong despite the entire market collapsing. The circulating supply is not great. It's only 12% in circulation. But honestly, I believe they have a long way to go before that even matters. I think the growth will rapidly outpace that, kind of low-key, based off the fact that, where's their website? Based off the fact that they're backed by the Solana Foundation and in Google's accelerator program. I think that it's an easy play. Solana Foundation. Where is their announcement from Google Accelerator? Where did I see the Google Accelerator announcement? Maybe it was on their X. They might have posted it on X a while ago. Yeah, oh, it's pinned. Earlier this year, so this was August, TARS was accepted into the Google Startup Program. Some of the team members spent some time at Google for 4 upcoming AI products that will be released in the next 30 to 60 days, an entire AI super suite. Everything AI on Solana powered by Google Cloud infrastructure. So not necessarily like they're partnering with Google, but just the fact that they got to go, it's like what Axon did with NVIDIA. They're in an accelerator program to get guidance and help. So it's like, yeah. I don't think I have to explain this anymore to you guys. I think y'all get that. Come over here. TARS, few seconds now. Loading. All right, might as well just use ChatGPT. Oh, there we go. This is kind of lit. What should we ask it? Can you predict price action? Good afternoon, C90FTW. Welcome into the live stream. Welcome. I'm Tara, a Web3 assistant created by TARS AI. I'm here to help you with information and inquiries related to blockchain and cryptocurrency. Should I take that as a yes? We only have 2 more questions, I think. So, what is the Let's see. Let's just test it. Let's see if it has any major restrictions like this. I bet it does. Yeah. So it's very annoying. What is this? 3 T's? Coming soon, coming soon, coming soon. So you can stack up little T's here. I should be looking into this a little bit more. I bought a bag without fully understanding everything it is here. I literally just saw back by Solana Foundation and was like, all right, deal. Let's see, key milestones, to-do list. They've been working for a while. TARS tokenomics, announcement of finalized tokenomics. They still have to do that. Damn, guys. Revenue streams, platform fees, custom solutions, partnerships, ecosystem growth. Let's look at their pitch deck. That's always a good selling point of view. The pitch decks are made to literally just sell you on something. Let's get sold on it, baby. Let's get sold on it. Come on. Hurry up. Is this my computer or is this TARS? Damn it. Whatever. Close out of that. TARS seems slower than ADA. RIP Solana. The TARS protocol leverages the power of artificial intelligence to enhance Web3 projects, providing state-of-the-art AI solutions that can be seamlessly integrated into a wide range of applications. Multi-modularity. TARS protocol's multi-modular architecture allows for a high level of customization, empowering developers to select and combine the specific AI tools and services that best fit their project requirements. Composability. Ease of use. Automation. No programming required. I think it's kind of cool. Nonetheless, it seems like a pretty cool feature. I just clicked on that one. Should do more research, I guess, before I start shilling TARs aggressively. Couldn't find specific information about the largest transaction on Solana today. Transaction data can very rapidly and might not be readily available with real-time analytics. You may check Solana's official blockchain explorer for the latest transaction details. What should I ask it? The raid is upon us. We have 2 minutes, Dawn. We have 2 minutes. What should we ask it? In the last 2 minutes here, what should we ask it before we go start raiding beyond the headlines? Oh, you know what I was going to do that I forgot I was going to do? Was listen into this space. There's a lot of people who are going to this space, it seems. It was all about DeSci. WTF is DeSci. Super Team Germany. Kevin, Paul, Research Hub, Data Lake, Brana from Origin Trail, The Pipe GDAO, Jillian from Molecule, Katya, and Bobby Newman. I think that's a good question to ask. Will those investors get anyone to buy Noble today? Damn it. Good idea. We should do a little bit of BLOX shilling first. BLOXsolutions.app, baby. If you're not already having your referral link, then you are, in fact, missing out. I have so many things I want to say right now. I will not say them all. I will simply say that I like BLOX Solutions, and I am the CEO and co-founder of the company. And BLOX Solutions will be really cool. BLOX Solutions appear to set digital solutions designed for content producers, facilitating connections with audiences at scale. It is associated with enabling robust communications and analytics, likely in the context of media organizations. Additionally, there are other companies with similar names in different sectors, indicating the potential for various interpretations. If you have a specific context in mind for BLOX Solutions, please provide me with more data. Oh my God. All right. Joining the raid. General. Here we go. Which chat are you guys in? There it is. There's Dawn. Let's go. Charge. I'm in crypto. I'm also in crypto. Get your asses in here. There's 4 of us watching the live stream right now. I expect each and every one of you in here. Feed the machine more shills for BLOX. It's begging for it. That's what I'm saying. Where is it? Oops, something went wrong. I'm looking into the matrix and fixing any glitches. Okay. Alright, fine. We'll go back to shilling. That was it. I'm feeling some major brewing for DeSci industry. Anyone else involved in the DeSci space? Alright, they know who I am, so it's a little bit sus if I just immediately jump in. I need one of you guys to jump in and respond to Dawn here. One of you guys has got to jump in and respond to this before I start coming in. Otherwise, it looks sus because they are expecting me to be shilling DeSci aggressively. It's gonna be funny because Josh and Sam both are like co-managing this Telegram chat now, and so they're gonna see us come in here and just start spamming stuff about DeSci. I've noticed a lot of DeSci projects closing out rounds of funding for research lately. Bullish. I don't have the telly, my guy. It's in the description. Description of the video. The Telegram is in the description of the video here. I will put it also in the chat. Duplicate. Stop. Come on. Fuck you, you stupid YouTube. You little bastard. This one right here. There it is. Telegram and I don't mix, mutually exclusive. RIP. That's right. We'll do some Discord raids in the not too distant future. Explicitly. It looks like Dawn, it's just going to be the two of us chatting back here. Plus, this seems very dead. Here we go, here we go. We got Dog in here. Let's go. Anyone loading up on DeSci? Everyone should be loading up on DeSci. Okay. I gotta stop looking at the stream analytics. I have really good data, like upload strength, so the stream should be clear. Like the Wi-Fi here is unfathomably good. It is a joke. The entire market cap being 400 million is a complete joke for DeSci. Where is it? Like genuinely. There's going to be projects that are 2 to 3 times the size of the entire market cap right now. I would bet all of my money on it. Like when we come looking at stuff like Research Coin, when we come looking at Dynex, when we come looking at Axon, when we come looking at Noble, there are going to be projects that are 2 to 3 times the size of the current total market cap for DeSci this time next year. So DeSci is about 80% of my bag. It's been a rough time since April, but still so much potential. It's stupid not loading at these prices. It's been kind of brutal. Who was that? Someone posted that from here. It's been difficult. I want to study other projects. What DeSci coins are we buying? Let's go, guys. Let's go. This is bullish. This is bullish. I feel like I keep getting glimpses. I gotta put the screens away so I can't see myself. I look like a mad scientist right now. How do I word this? VitaDAO just had one of their bio companies receive 3.2 million in funding. Research Coin, Axon, Noble, Bio, just a few to name. Just to name a few, damn it. Holding Axon and Noble since presale, currently buying into everything medical data related. Like data lake, question mark. If anyone is awake and watching it, they will start responding to it a little bit at least. It's shocking to me. I wonder how Lucas's Telegram is right now. Lucas's Telegram is very active. Beyond the Headlines Telegram is not active at all right now. Should we go back into Lucas's? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Emergency update. Do you think he's live right now and that's why he's not? Yeah. Let's put the headphones on. If I listen to something, are you guys able to hear it as well?
Really excited about this future with Origin Trail because of the technology we're building, the knowledge graph technology has shown a lot of potential and is able to really foster and put this knowledge in a decentralized way, also accessible and verifiable for anybody. So as infrastructure, we're super happy to be part of this DeSci journey. But yes, I see better? 2 hands up, so I don't know. Should I point Jillian, maybe?
It looks like the little spikes are the same as mine.
Add a couple thoughts too. You know, I think the idea of bringing science closer to patients was
bullish.
Put DeSci really well. But to me, it's also about bringing it closer by giving people a say, giving those patients a say in, you know, the future of science. But in order to have a say, you also have to be able to see, you know, see ideas, see research that's being conducted, and have a way to have a voice in what you see. And so to me, DeSci is really, you know, creating the infrastructure and the opportunities to give people a say.
Thank you for being
and
here,
allow
C90.
people to see,
Appreciate you.
Really those early
drive,
stage research ideas, or, you know, publications or conversations, and really be a part of those and have a voice in where those ideas are headed. And, you know, for me, I think about when I worked in the pharma space,
it seems like the raid is a little bit of a failure because there's nobody on in this chat.
When I started working on this drug,
that's right, we were here. They'll come in and see it. They'll come in and see it.
And in the United States, there's this really big pink movement, and there's a lot of you know, non-for-profit groups in the breast cancer space. Susan G. Komen is one of them. There's a lot of you know, money that is raised for breast cancer. But what's really interesting about working in the metastatic breast cancer space is you had a patient group who they said that they had fallen off the pink pedestal, if you will, because actually a lot of the money that's raised goes to early prevention and detection and education, and not necessarily to developing treatments. And so you have this group of patients who, more than anything, is advocating for some of those dollars to go towards advancing treatment options for them who have you know, really limited options today. And ultimately, you know, metastatic breast cancer is going to be a terminal diagnosis for them. So, you know, for me, when I think about hearing these stories and connecting with patients, giving them a say in the future of science by allowing them to see and be a part of these open, transparent conversations. I know the Pipe.
These tokens are so volatile.
You want to go next?
Yeah, hi. I'm finding this really fascinating actually because we created Pipe a long time ago. Well, I say a long time ago, quite a while ago.
All right, I'm done with this. Until price action, low key guys, until price action starts coming back up, there's not a super exciting things to be talking about when it comes to decentralized science. They're all doing stuff, but honestly, right now, none of the stuff that they're doing seems to matter when it comes to making money from any of the tokens, which is what it is, right? It's just kind of something you got to deal with. It's good to stay in tune and on top of everything that is happening so that we can have a strong understanding of which ones are likely to be the biggest succeeders come the time that the bull market actually returns. But for the time being, it appears that not much is going to move the price aside from Bitcoin continuing to go up in value. So for the time being, I will continue to say the time being. Yeah. I would personally be stacking up some cash. What is that? Get out of here. I would personally just be stacking up some cash and trying to get as much liquidity as possible so that things can move forward and actually have something to buy the dip with. You see Paul hyping up Vita RNA right now. Something to actually buy the dip with, because I do think that we'll continue to trend downwards. I'm going to end the live stream. Your time is your most valuable asset. Hopefully this is worth investing it into. I'm sorry the raid didn't go as well, but it appears nobody is actually awake in his Telegram right now. So we'll try again next week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.